New Mexico's 7-day waiting period to purchase guns will remain on hold. Jason McNabb shows us what a recent federal appeals court's decision means for the future of the law.
For now, New Mexico's waiting period law is officially dead and unconstitutional.
Back in August, the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals based in Denver, which oversees New Mexico, decided New Mexico's 7-day waiting period law to purchase guns violates the Second Amendment. The ruling followed a lawsuit by the NRA and Mountain States Legal Foundation that challenged the law's constitutionality. That lawsuit being filed the same day the waiting period was first enacted, almost 2 years ago in May of 2024.
There was some dissenting opinions that pointed out that New Mexico has an interest in trying to maintain public safety, but at the end of the day, this law is deemed unconstitutional and it's not going anywhere soon.
KOAT legal expert John Day says a decision by the appeals court means the case could potentially go to the U.S. Supreme Court, but doesn't expect them to allow New Mexico to enforce the waiting period either, if it gets to that point.
I think anyone who follows the U.S. Supreme Court would expect that they are not going to be supportive of keeping alive New Mexico's waiting period law. The 10th Circuit Court of Appeals, which is the court that just decided not to rehear this, is also known to be pretty close to the makeup of the U.S. Supreme Court. So I guess it's not surprising that the 10th Circuit didn't want to rehear this.
Activists against gun violence, such as Miranda Viscoli of New Mexicans to Prevent Gun Violence, sees the ruling as a step back. In a statement, she said, quote, "That's frustrating because this law was about preventing impulsive acts of violence and protecting New Mexico families." However, some gun store owners, such as Dennis Burt of Calibers here behind me, see the appeals court's decision as a win.
It was an impediment to your Second Amendment rights, and we're pleased with the findings, and we're going to go ahead and do business as usual once the waiting period is met.
We've also reached out to the governor's office for a comment on the ruling, but have not yet heard back. Jason McNabb, KOAT Action 7 News.
And the ruling also means that other states within the 10th Circuit of Appeals, including Colorado, Utah, Oklahoma, Wyoming, and Kansas, can't enforce similar waiting periods.